So today I'm doing kind of like a hair care, not tutorial because I'm not obviously like a professional hairdresser and I don't really know my stuff that well to be kind of like, this is what you need to do. But this is just, I'm going to be doing a video on what I use on my hair and like the way I felt from a very young age. I've always had very difficult hair, so I've always had very like tweedy hair. My sister's always had the best long silky smooth straight mane, and I've always had like kind of very curly, hard, if I brush it I look like a witch basically. So from since I was about 12 I think I've always been using a lot of different products on my hair, a lot of heat, which I regret, and without the right defense. But I feel like I've gotten to the point in my life where I finally have found all the right products that I think I'll use forever because they are just amazing. So I'm going to link all the products that I use below if anyone wants to try them out, which I'd highly recommend if you've kind of got more damaged hair. About 2.5 years ago now, this length of my hair was there and the other length was like there. It was awful, like my hair had broken off. I bleached it when I was 16, which is a stupid idea because I thought I was blonde and I wasn't even that blonde. But yeah, I've had quite a difficult journey with my hair, but I'm finally at the point where I'm happy with it. And it's also a really quick way to kind of get, I'm not saying it looks like a professional curly blow dry, but it's a blow dry look without actually like having all the skills to blow dry, which has really helped me because it saves a lot of time. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video because it's taken me quite a long time to do, just because that's just how long I do my hair, and obviously talking through it. But I'm thinking I'm gonna go back now to me about 7 hours ago when I first started this video. But I hope you enjoy. Just got out of the shower, hence the wet hair and blotchy face. Yeah, so just brush through like so, and when it's all, take the Keratis. I think I'm saying that right, I don't know because it's a French brand, but honestly this stuff is like, I won't use anything else. For the past week I've had to because I've actually left my stuff at uni. I left all my hair products because I don't know what I was thinking, I must have just forgotten. So I've actually ordered some new stuff for this video just to show you that honestly this is the best hair stuff ever, and I needed it for lockdown basically, not just this video. So I take a pea-sized portion for each side, literally the tiniest bit, and just kind of rub it. This is so weird because I'm like dry washing my hair, but obviously I can't take you into the shower with me. So just really get it in. It's oil, like it's really oily. It's really nice. Another little bit. Oh, it's a bit much, but oh, okay. So I then take it and put it in to the other side of the hair and just scrunch. Make sure, obviously don't sit and do it in front of a camera like I am, but when it's in the shower make sure your hair, all of your hair. Okay, so I'm back again with my turban and I have just washed out the first lot of shampoo. Just brush my hair back. Oh, it really hurts. And just do the parting. And then brush it again. So then I'll take this. I've actually just ordered a new one because, as I said, I've left all my stuff at uni, which is a nightmare because I can't get it back now because we've gone in lockdown. I managed to get a lot of my clothes back, to be fair, and like my laptops and stuff, but I took my makeup, but I didn't think to bring any of my hair stuff. I just didn't look in my bathroom, I don't know why. So this is the resistance mask. So this is the really important thing. So if you're gonna buy any of these products, which I would highly recommend you would if you have damaged hair, it will be the one where, I'll hold it to the camera, this is the one for like quite damaged hair as well. I think this is 3 and 4. It doesn't actually say it on the packet, but because I've had to get these off Amazon when I usually get them from Tony and Guy, but it says that 3 and 4 on the box, and it said it on the box of this as well. So these are for more damaged hair, which if you have got damaged hair I'd recommend, but then if you don't have damaged hair I would definitely recommend getting the 1 and 2, because as much as these kind of like do better things for your hair, they're also very thick products. So the packaging's really good, like they come in well sealed, so I'd literally take that much, which actually is quite a bit. Because I have a lot of hair, so I take that out for both sides and then only the ends, moisturise it into it, kind of looping it around my finger and really squeezing the end again into place, and then tie it back into a bun on the back of my head. This is horrible. Like a bun, I usually leave it in there for about 12 hours usually. I would usually sleep in it. I'd put it in at like 9 o'clock at night and then wash it out at about 10 the next morning, so I always do it on a weekend. And yeah, I actually only wash my hair, this sounds so gross, but I actually only wash my hair usually once or twice a week because I've got really naturally dry hair. I still like wash twice a day, I still have like 2 showers a day, but I found that the less you wash it and like blow dry it and stuff, the more it grows, and my hair's grown so much in the past 6 months because I usually get it cut every 5 weeks and now I've got it cut every 7 weeks and wash it once a week, and it's really like my hair's trained well to it. Like it doesn't really go that greasy, which is probably the only good thing about it. It doesn't go that greasy very easily. I don't use dry shampoo, so like if it is looking a bit greasy around the roots, I will blow it out using a curly blow dry brush. I'll just put, which is quite a hairy curly blow dry. I'm going to sort that out in the next 2 hours. I'll come back with fresh brushes and kind of blow out put it in my, I'll show you later anyway. But yeah, so I'll leave this in for 2 hours, even though it's usually in for a lot longer, and I'll come back with wet hair but clean hair and show you how I blow dry it. Hey guys, and welcome back. So now I've washed the mask out, my hair has gone a little bit crazy. It gets worse when it's dry, trust me, but I'm now going to talk you through how I blow dry. I don't really blow dry it, so basically I used to literally spend about 5 hours physically blow dry my hair. I'll show you my brushes. I'll get them on for you. Like, I have a ridiculous amount of blow dry brushes, all different sizes, all different shapes, and I would spend hours and hours and hours, like, you know, doing the blow dry, keeping it in my hair, do the next bit. Anyway, so I discovered a way which is a lot quicker and a lot easier to do. You don't really need a lot of technique to be able to do it because obviously I'm not a hairdresser and I don't have that technique. And it gives the same effect, I think personally, as a curly blow dry. So I'll start by using this product. So this is another Kerates, or Kerates, however we're going to say it, product. This is it's all in French, the Cement Thermique, which I think is like a thermal, well I know it's heat protect because well I hope it's heat protect. I've been using it as heat protect for the past like 2 years, but this is a leave-in, this is a leave-in product which really honestly has saved my hair, because I used to use the VO5 pink spray, which I always thought, oh my god, it smells amazing. Honestly, it's like the best. It smells, I can never put my finger on what fruit it is. Peaches, I think it's peaches. Anyway, so I used to always use the VO5 pink one, like I said, the spray, and it was really good, like it worked, but because it made your hair shiny, but I don't think it protected it in the right way. Like, I'll show you now my hair's wet because it's easier to see. The back here at the back of my head, well, my hair is this length, and then my hair at the bottom of my head is this length. So you can see kind of like the damage that heat has done to my hair over the past however long. So I'm really picky with the heat defence that I use now, and obviously with the products that I use, because all of the products that I've used protect your hair really well. So I use a bit more. You can never have too much heat defence, I don't think. And because I have dry hair, I need as much help as I can get to kind of get that moisture look. So I usually use about 3 pea-sized ones of these. That's how big a pea is. Yeah, maybe about 3 like acorn sizes of these. I'll just show you it again. It's you can read it because I can't bloody read French. So I'll start by sectioning it where my eyes are. I always go where my temples are. So I'll take the pen to be a bit more professional because I'm videoing it, and make a straight parting. As so. Oh, I'm impressed. Anyway, so I'll tie this up at the top of my head. And then as that's there, I'll have all of this, and I will then take another pen and I'll layer that in half again. and take my hairdryer. Now the hairdryer I use is this GHD one. I don't actually know which one it is. I don't think you can really, there's much choice of the GHD range. I might be wrong, but it's honestly the best hairdryer I've ever used in my entire life. I don't know what model it is. I'll try and find out and like put some words somewhere down here if I can find it. But honestly, this is the best hairdryer I've ever used. I used to have one when I was about 5 years ago, the GHD one, and it was nowhere near as good as this, but they brought this out about 3 years ago, I think, and it's just changed my life. And it's so quick, and I have so much hair, so I need something to do the job really quickly. I can just tell, when I go to hairdressers, I can really tell that, like, if they're like, oh, do you want it curly blue dyed? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, for God's sake, because they know how long it takes. So I'm going to use this. I just need maybe to just shave my head at this point. So then I take, hopefully if it's been washed properly, which mine has, it feels so peng. The roots are really easy to like run your fingers through at this point. So now that the roots are a bit easier to sort out and hopefully your hair is still slightly damp, I then section it again. It's probably easier than what I'm trying to do right now. And take it like that, and then it just gives the root so much more volume. I don't ever go near my ends with a brush anymore. I used to always, and it would kind of make the top of it very voluminous, but the bottom of it would always be very like thin and tightly put together, so I don't like that at all. So I just carry on using this brush for my root. Now this is also the technique that I use when before, as I was saying, when my hair gets really can get greasy after quite a few days of not washing it. This is the technique that I use to kind of blow out my roots and give me more volume, and it really does get rid of the grease. Like, it sounds so gross, but it's so much better than dry shampoo, because dry shampoo actually thins your hair. Obviously putting loads of heat on it all the time isn't great, but if you do put heat protect on, if you are just doing your roots, I would definitely recommend to just use spray heat protect rather than cream, because cream can be really thick and cause it to look more greasy. But yeah, so that's how, it's a little hack on how to get rid of greasy roots. And you know, it's just really the top of your hair that you really want to hide, if that's the case. So yeah, that's how I, if it does get greasy, which it doesn't really often do, and I know I keep saying that like I'm bragging, but it's all I have to brag about my hair, so I'm gonna stand by it. So now with the next section, I use this Good Style brush. Now it's the ugliest brush you'll ever see in your life, but I have literally, you can see it's all melted as well where I've used it and used it and used it. Do the middle part in, and then split it in half. My hair is looking crazy right now, but trust me, it's all part of the process. So I'll take this bit, and now I'll take the massive hairbrush. So it's this one, it's Mark Hill. I don't know what number, or I don't know much about hairbrushes, I just know that I've got a lot of them. So I'll take this, and once again, keeping that frizzy. You need to keep the ends frizzy if you want the curls to kind of stick for a few days, or just for your night. So now obviously we have volume on the top of the head. This looks ridiculous, but don't worry, it's going to get better. So you're then going to take some curlers like this. So I swear by tongue curlers. I have these in medium barrel, and I've got the big barrel as well. I don't know what inches they are. The GHD curves, and I think I've used this now for about... I've used these curlers for about 4 years now, and I swear by them. I just, every time like I do my friend's hair stuff, I will always, and every time someone asks me like what should I get for my hair, I would 100% recommend this, because although you can't actually change the heat setting on it, but I do find it's a perfect heat to get the good results. I can't take myself seriously speaking for myself, I don't like this right now. But hair is dried before doing this, and then section again, take the tongs and literally just curl upwards. And any bits that fall out is fine, we can just go over. But I curl right to the root. I just pressed it off by accident. It's got my cord. I let them curl like that. They literally look like ringlets. I always curl away from my face, so that it just kind of gives a more open effect. Like, I really get anxiety when I see like hair that's curled inwards towards the face, and it's just a pet peeve of mine, so I always like to make sure. I've never actually pinned my curls when I've finished curling them, which a lot of people I've found do, and it does help it staying a lot longer. But I think because of my hair type, because it is naturally so like coarse, I've never really had to pin them for them to stay. If I do something with it, it'll usually stay like that, unless it's straightening it. OMG, when I straighten it, I have to like, literally when I say blow dry it straight to like the extreme. I think that like straightening my hair does so much more damage to curling, which is crazy because it's usually the other way around. But with my hair, because I have to apply so much heat to it to keep it straight all night, so if I'm going on a night out, so if you see me on a night out with straight hair, know that it's taken me at least 10 million hours. So we've just sectioned it again. Oh, that is a killer. It's going to take a lot longer now, but that's what I mean, because of the damage of my, like I say to a lot of people my hair's damaged and they don't believe me, but when I say that it's all different, at the bottom it's all the same length, but throughout my layers have just kind of, I have had them trimmed and stuff. Oh god, my hair's trapped, my finger's trapped. I have had them cut at different lengths, but they have stayed. I just would die. Like I said before, my sister has the best hair. All her hair is on one length, and she's always like, oh, I might get the front bits cut short. I'm like, leave your hair, please. I would die for like that straight, long, silky, natural, all one length hair. Like, I understand because I've got thick hair, I'm probably always going to have layers because it is too much to maintain, especially if I want to keep it long. About a year ago, I would have bits at the back of my hair that were literally like, oh my god, they were like that long. It was hell. I just feel like when your hair's not right, it really affects your confidence as a girl. Like, I personally, my hair is literally the one thing that I spend all my time on, so that's just me. I could literally go out and not have any makeup on, but I could not have my hair. I could never go out without my hair done. It from the other side, if that makes sense, the last bit. Anyway, the connecting bit, I always just recurl that onto this side, just so that there's no like bits at the back where it's like I've missed out, or that it's still a bit frizzy. I can literally hear my brother kicking the ball against the wall. Mum's gonna go crazy. So yeah, I really hold them close to the root as I can without burning my head, just because it really helps with the volume, like I said before. You can literally hear my brother. So we are now. So here we are. We have now got the ringlets, which is a great look. So what I do is kind of flip them all forward, get them all kind of going the same way, flip them back, and then brush through using this one. And what I do, it sounds so bizarre, but I heat the brush up. So I'll go on the hottest setting and heat it. And then I'll do the half section by section and brush it out like that. I like to hold the roots that it doesn't pull down any of the volume that we've created with the brushes, and then it'll look a bit like this, and I'll just kick it forward again just for the volume. And I can't spit all out massive before. It will kind of stay in if you brush them quite gently, which I wasn't doing gently then, was I? Anyway, so now then take my heat defense cream, and because this is a blow dry care finish as well, then take the tiniest bit ever, turn upside down, again, spin my life like this, bring it all together, flip it back, and there we are. So that's like a curly blow dry look that will literally last you the whole night. It does make your hair look really, really thick and stuff, and it kind of brings a lot. I don't know if you can see it properly because I've literally not looked in the sample before. But yeah, so that's how I do my hair on the regular. Thank you very much for watching, and like and subscribe if you'd like to see more.